I am riding with the Ravens until the wheels fall off.
Well,
until the wheels fall off. I feel like that's where we are at, unfortunately. There's no sense in giving up on them just yet. I think that's a crazy take, given the fact that we've been in every game that we've lost, and most of it's self-inflicted. But more to come on that.
And they might fall off, right? They're wobbly as all get out right now. What bothers me about the Ravens is they can't put together a full game. And I don't mean 60 minutes of good football. I mean where the offense, defense, the special teams, we don't make stupid penalties to kill ourselves. Put that all together. They're like, you leak up, you patch up one leak, and then the water spouts out somewhere else. What have I been?
Exactly. That is a great point. Think about this. When was the last time the Ravens actually truly lost to a superior opponent and just got dominated? When was the last time? I don't remember. I don't remember a loss. Maybe it was back like when we played in London several years ago during the Jaguars game. We just got destroyed. But every loss that I remember, it's self-inflicted. We do something to ourselves that causes us to lose the game. And this whole season, we've been playing like that. Whether it's the defense not being able to stop anybody, Justin Tucker missing field goals, or the offense just having an off game. We know what they're capable of. But seriously, guys, respond in the comments. Like, remind me of the last time we actually lost to a superior team that just beat us outright. I really can't remember. And to me, that's coaching. You have the players, you have the talent. It's all there, but we're the most undisciplined team in the entire NFL. We have the most penalties, the most yards, the penalty yards. And to me, that's coaching. So it's almost like there's a double standard. Harbaugh doesn't like a player. The player doesn't perform the way he wants him to, which is fine. It's okay within reason for a coach to say, okay, well, you're now going to be benched or worse, right? Aside from the situation we have going on with Justin Tucker right now, because that's like a complete opposite. Justin Tucker's not performing. And Harbaugh's riding with him till the wheels fall off, essentially, right? So, but like, why is there a double standard for a player to sit out in a game, like for a game, or to get benched, right? And Harbaugh can just continue on overseeing a team that is so undisciplined, it has the most penalties of any other team in the NFL. Just think about that.
Been yelling about all year with them, the defense and the penalties. Well, guess what? The defense actually, I think, has gotten it together. I'm not saying they're a top, what they were last year, or top defense in the league. They were good against Pittsburgh.
They were good last week.
They were good last week, and they were yesterday.
They were fine.
But that against A.J. Brown didn't wreck the game at all. Yep. Jalen Hurts threw for 118 yards. It's true. The Eagles ran for 4 yards a carry.
We beat
the Ravens ran for 5 yards a carry. So until the end, and again, getting nothing from the offense, we'll get to Justin Tucker. But so I think the defense got together. Offense, Lamar wasn't terrible, but he wasn't great. He was, he was good. He was fine. And I thought they had a decent balance with Derrick Henry and the pass. I agree with Lamar's mother. I just think he's almost forgotten's too strong, but that he's a great runner. Like, he's looking to pass, and I thought there were times he could have run. Mm-hmm. But, and then even
there were a
Nick,
couple times in the AFC Championship game too last year that he could have ran.
For 20 yards.
You can't
that is phenomenal, especially for the Ravens. And then, like I said, the offense wasn't great, and the special teams, they left 7 points on the board with Justin Tucker. And so, like I said, if it's not the offense, it's the defense. If it's not the penalties, it's the kicker. Like, it's just
the short version of that is they're not that good.
Yeah, that's what.
So here's the problem.
I mean, they were great a year ago. It's mostly the same players. And here, let me say this before you quickly. I think they are dangerous in the playoffs. To themselves and to an opponent. Like, I think they could beat. I think they could beat anybody.
Now, wait. I think we will be dangerous in the playoffs if we make the playoffs, A. And B, if we show up with our potential, right? The problem is, and this is coaching again, why do you think we get up against the good teams? Aside from what happened in Philly against the Eagles, right? For the most part, over the last 2 seasons, if it's a huge game, Ravens step up. No issues. But during the games where we're playing an inferior opponent, it's almost like they just want to cruise, autopilot through, and just get it over with and get to the next week. That's what it feels like watching this team.
Yeah. And I think they could
also be one and done.
But yeah, they could be one and done.
Can you guys imagine if we go one and done in the playoffs? All the hate Lamar is going to get once again. I'd rather not even make the playoffs than make the playoffs and go one and done, just to have all that crap pile on us.
Very prepared though, because that's what everyone's going to say a version of that today. And then this is what's going to happen. Next week, the Ravens are on a bye. And the week after, they are going to annihilate the Giants.
That's true.
Lamar might throw for 300.
We might not annihilate the Giants. If you think about it, we lost to the Raiders, right? We lost to the Raiders this year. We lost to the Browns this year. The Steelers is always a tough out. But the Giants isn't a guaranteed win.
Derrick Henry runs for $150, and we'll be right back on this Ravens hamster wheel, which is they are this legendary all-time great team with a legendary all-time great quarterback and a legendary all-time great running back that just happens to lose all the damn time.
We don't lose all the damn time. We just lose enough to get super frustrated, I would say. That's a bad take by Nick.
And this is what
a bit of an overstatement.
They have 5 losses. There's 10 teams in the league that have 5 or fewer losses. But this
all
is
the time.
This is coming from a Chiefs fan who get bailed out every freaking week by weird, strange things, and then this guy thinks it's all because of Mahomes. Which is just biasness, right? It's not because of Mahomes that the Chiefs are eking out wins. It's because of some crazy calls that are happening, and they're just getting lucky. I think unbiasedly the Chiefs are getting extremely lucky this year with their wins. They could have 5 losses like us.
Lost, if we want, you brought up last year, so I'll play that game too. They now have lost 7 of their last 16 games. This year they've lost 5 of 13, and we can, this is, show the tweets, Dusty. This is how we do it. October 2nd, or I'm sorry, September 30th. Rex Ryan sings Victory Lap. I told you, the Ravens are the best team in the NFL.
Saying the Ravens are the best team in the NFL in September, yeah, I get it. You want to talk about that. You want to make comments like that because you have to. Rex Ryan, that early, but it's week to week. Right? It's week to week, but I would say at that moment in time, yes, the Ravens looked very dangerous.
October 2nd, my pal Dominique Foxworth, best team in football, Baltimore Ravens. Go forward a few weeks.
October.
Ben Solak, Lamar's the MVP this year, last.
Can we just stop talking about MVP? Everyone, for some reason, I think there's Ravens fans that hang their hat on Lamar winning the MVP. I don't care. I want us to see us win a Super Bowl. I could care less if Lamar is the worst statistical I could care less if Lamar is the worst statistical quarterback in all of the NFL. If he wins a Super Bowl, to me, that's more important.
Here and for the rest of time. Okay, cool, got it. November 3rd, Sam Monson, formerly of Pro Football Focus, when the Ravens show up.
That's what I was just saying. When the Ravens show up, they look like the best team in the NFL. When they show up. Now, we can't figure out the formula and why sometimes they don't show up and sometimes they do. But again, that comes back to coaching and preparation.
They're the best team in the NFL. November 5th, our pal Dan Orlovsky. On a per-play basis, these Ravens, number 1 rush game of all time, number 12 pass game of all time. Well, that seems like a kick-ass.
And what's crazy during that stretch of games, we had a tough schedule, and we were doing all that.
Team. Yeah. What about last week? Aaron Schatz and DVOA updated. Look at where the Ravens stand among the best offenses in NFL.
See, I thought about this too back earlier in the season, right? When we were having all these high-scoring games. This is because we had to, right? We had to because the defense couldn't stop a nosebleed. They couldn't stop a nosebleed, so we had no choice but to just throw everything we had out there as an offense. And we had success, right? We were successful. So Lamar, Moncton, everyone on the offensive side of the ball had no choice but to go out there with the game plan saying we have to put up 30. We have to put up 40. I think with a bad defense, it made our offense better. They had to perform. That could be just me, though.
History. They were 8th.
Wasn't that wild?
So here is, and I'm stealing a tweet kind of from my buddy His Darkness of the Amateur Hour podcast. Baltimore, aside from defense, kicker, penalties, and quarterbacks history, one of the best teams ever. I mean, it just is. Like, you just...
Aside from defense, kicker, penalties, QB's history, one of the best teams ever. I like that. That's funny. That's funny. And he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Well, tell me what you guys think in the comments. I got enough of watching this. Man, we just need to have a good bye week. Things need to change. No idea how we move on from Justin Tucker, but I would strongly support him slipping, getting out of the shower and tweaking a knee and going on IR and see what we got with someone else. He needs a break. Like, I keep pushing him in this direction. He keeps missing 1, 2, 3 field goals a game. He'll never come back from that. He will never come back from that. And that, again, that's on Harbaugh. You guys think Harbaugh is a stubborn man, isn't he? And it's really the case here, right? It's really the case here of a coach. Have you guys ever heard Harbaugh take ownership to anything? I don't know. But like I touched on a couple minutes ago, we make the playoffs. I don't care about home field. I no longer, after what happened last year, I no longer care about home field. But if we make the playoffs, I think we have the potential to make some noise. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Catch you guys later.